Does anyone
And
know if
we
we're
are
even heading in the right
live.
direction?
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Dire Circumstance Curse of Innistrad campaign. We had a few week hiatus as some of us had some personal issues to deal with, as well as some technical issues with Discords not working properly.
Say
So,
that again.
to recap, Patricia having Well, the party having received a letter from Madame Vishanti that Patricia needs to go to an old temple to perform a ritual to help her stabilize control over her werewolf form. Otherwise, she'll start to lose control as time goes on. And while journeying there, the party had come across a small farmstead in the middle of the woods, and they all turned out to be cannibals. So we meet back up with the party, continuing on from there.
Well, that went well.
Definitely.
I wish there was a way that we could. I know that there even were cannibals in these woods. Did you guys?
Well, I kind of suspected that people might be eating people when we found a pie of people, but that was being sold by witches.
I know.
Well,
Question is, are you
within
feeling
the
any
land.
different after eating that?
Well, when in a land
What was that,
surrounded by
Colby?
monsters. Well, when in a land surrounded by monsters, sometimes the best way to survive is to become a monster.
You know, that speaks very deeply to me. And I don't know why. It might be the terrifying snout that grows out of my face every once in a while.
You mean the one that you're struggling to conceal right now?
Yes.
Oh, it's gone now. Okay.
News.
All right. Do we have any idea where we're going? I don't have. It's not like this place has a map. Does anyone have a compass?
I have a compass in my head.
Does anyone even remember which direction the hag said the map was? Was it south, or was it?
I believe it was south, yeah.
Who is the leader of a group of traveling fortune tellers, said that the temple was to the south.
She's a gypsy. My papa told me never to trust them gypsies. Then again, my mama was
He's
a
a
gypsy.
hag. There's a difference. And at least
Well,
right now, she's on our side.
There was that hag, Mother Morwina, I think it was. She was a
Oh,
hag, but
Yeah,
the
Madame
person who
Vishanti is
Madame Vishanti, however, is human.
Oh.
He's a gypsy.
Don't tell me about those mythophobes.
My daddy told me to never trust a gypsy, but then again, my mama was a gypsy.
Well, then, if you didn't trust one, you would never been born.
That was kind of the joke I was trying to get at, Dyer. And why is Patricia getting a southern accent? God dang it. What was hers? I want to say it was Scottish. She was angry Scottish.
Do you remember, Colby?
What?
His accent was?
I do not.
It was either posh British or angry Scottish.
Why not both?
I
And just swap between one and the other, depending on whether or not you're angry.
I like it.
Alright, so I'm assuming we're walking down the path as we're talking.
Yep.
Yep.
Considering the path, all these paths look the same.
I want to roll a random perception check to make sure we're going the right direction.
Okay. Roll your
This
die.
here's a question also. Did we level up last time, or was that in another campaign?
You leveled up after the encounter with the 3 hags. Level 6.
Okay, so I actually do have a few spell slots I burned up. Unless we took a long rest since then. I don't think we did, though.
It was interrupted.
Yeah, we're level 6, correct?
Yep.
Okay. What do I get for plus perception? Plus 5. That is an unnatural 20.
Okay. Patricia, while trying to look around, sees something in an underbrush.
Shiny?
A little shiny.
I immediately
I thought
go,
you said
shiny!
tiny.
I immediately go, shiny! And run towards the underbrush.
Patricia, ah, swear we need to put a
What?
leash on her.
What is it?
So the shiny is the buckle on a bag.
Ooh. I found a bag, guys.
You found a bag, guys?
Found a bag, guys.
Oh. Sorry, I guess my ears are still ringing a little bit from the fireball explosion.
I thought you were casting lightning bolts at them.
I think he was. That's still probably a loud
I
bang.
lightning bolt the corner and then I fireball the whole house, remember?
Ah.
And besides, haven't you ever heard thunder?
Anyways,
That comes from a lightning bolt.
so the
And
bag.
that was just a kind of gag that I want to do.
So, I'm going to open the bag.
Inside the bag, you find one set of common clothes for a human adult.
Neat.
Any scent on it?
Do you want to try and sniff it out, Patricia?
Sure, I'll sniff it out. Give me just a second. I'm bringing my wife a pair.
Does he need to be in wolf form for that, or can he do it from his normal form?
You can do it in his normal form. He gets the proficiency in perception no matter whether he's in werewolf or, well, no matter if she's in werewolf or human form, or wolf, regular wolf form. Wolf form, not wharf form. Okay, that is a funny concept.
What is the funny concept?
Werewolf.
Where dwarf or where
Dwarf.
wart?
Worf. Worf from Star Trek.
Okay then.
Okay, so roll a D. Come back here, D20. That's a 19.
19.
Yep,
You
after
smell
modifiers.
wolf.
Neat. We're about to be ambushed, guys.
You smell wolf on the clothes.
Wait, not werewolf, just wolf?
Definitely werewolf.
Okay. Yep, we're about to be ambushed. I'm guessing a werewolf was smart enough to take off his clothes before transform. Wait a minute. I'm the only werewolf around here smart enough to take off my clothes before transforming.
Found your own bag?
This is for a dude.
Well, maybe it means we're close to the temple.
You know, that's the kind of hopeful thinking that I like. All right, shall we continue on our merry way and see if we get ambushed? I'm keeping this dude's clothes.
Pervert.
Really?
They're not going to
No.
fit you. What are you going to do? Sell them?
Yes, I've got a fence that would love these. They're just his style.
I'm not going to make any more comments about that. Actually, you think that they'd really fit him?
Guys, what if my fence is a werewolf?
Don't you know
I don't
smell it
think
by
you
now?
have a fence this far out in the sticks.
I was waiting for somebody to call me on that. Because I'm talking about my fence back in my homeland.
Back in Thraben. This is Stencia.
You know, you're not wrong.
Oh.
Well, I feel stupid now.
That's all right. That's how I normally feel around you, you freaking bookworm. Oh wait, you're a sorcerer, not a wizard.
I am a wizard, actually.
Oh, you are a wizard? Okay, you freaking bookworm.
Thank you for the compliment.
Oh. So we continue south.
Yep, and I suppose the placement of the sun means that we are going in the right direction.
Yep.
Dog Brain says this way. I love you.
Let's see.
Dogs are actually quite intelligent. I doubt you have a dog brain.
Thank you very much, but I have an intelligence of... Oof. Never mind. You may be correct.
That's what I thought.
13.
16.
Intelligence.
Oh yeah, well I've got wisdom of... Oof. Hey, I'm smarter than you. Got wisdom of 14. But I've got a constitution of 11.
Anyways, while traveling, you see 4 flocks of ravens up ahead. Or would this be murders of ravens?
It'd be murders.
Murders.
Wait a minute. I have a pet. Was he a raven? I swear he was. Come on, where's he at? Pet raven named Frederick. Yes, I do. I'm going to send Frederick over to try to communicate to the ravens that we
Hold
mean
it.
no harm.
Is Frederick anywhere near you?
I've always got Frederick with me. But if we get in a fight, he usually
past encounters.
He usually flies up and out of the way whenever we're in harm's way. Because I don't want him getting hurt.
Okay.
So, and I believe I got him in one of these encounters with ravens. So I'm going to have Frederick go up to the nearest murder of crows and try to communicate that we're friends. Do I need to roll for that?
Animal handling.
Oh, those are 2 words you never want to say to me. Animal handling of +6, yo. That is an 18.
Okay. So, your raven flies up, goes through a few of the murders of ravens, before coming back and landing on your shoulder.
Okay.
That's all?
Frederick, is everything Gucci?
He screeches at you as a crow. In crow.
Well, that's comprehensive.
Oh, I don't know what I was expecting. Well, let's try to walk past him and see what happens.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Just in case, Frederick, why don't you take off?
Too bad my spell book is exactly a book of monsters.
Ye old Google. What is this thing in front of me?
Apparently skittish.
Oh.
They just all
Wow.
flew off. Guess they could just be regular birds for now.
Almost makes you wish that I brought extra bread for him.
So continuing on.
Yep. On a side note, if we come across any wheat or barley, I need to make some more bread because I may have fed my last bit to Frederick.
Just use your
Well,
rations.
considering that this is Stencia and this is all shepherd land, pretty much, for the most part, as it's too rocky and rough for wheat or any other kind of farming.
Neat. Well, both me and Frederick can eat meat. We're fine.
Didn't even want to Google can crows eat meat. Oh, crows are carnivores. How about that?
As are
Carnivores
ravens.
and invertebrivores. So yeah, unless I had to make an intelligence check to know that, Arian doesn't see anything wrong with that.
Fun fact, ravens are actually a carrion.
What?
Yeah, they are in the same class of birds as fucking vultures.
Hey, language. This is a family-friendly show.
Sorry.
Well, it's not friendly.
Ravens
You get it.
ravens will willingly eat dead things and actively seek out dead things.
I know
That's why
some
they're
want
seen as harbingers of death.
I know some ravens will will bond with wolves and lead them to potential foods and eat the scraps after the wolf does all the hard work.
Wait a minute. Were
Yep.
they crows or ravens that we saw?
Ravens.
Oh dear. That means there might be wolves nearby. Bye.
That's why I'm bonded with Frederick.
Have you not?
Me and him make great hunting partners.
Have you not read? Have you not read everything? I guess, or if I remember right, reading a book, wherever there is wherever there are ravens, there are wolves also.
We'll be fine. Remember, I'm a big wolf. Little wolves are scared of me.
How much would you bet on that?
Not much.
Too bad, because if you're wrong, you're betting your life.
You know what? I'll bet you No way, I won't bet you my last silver coin because I need that to punch werewolves.
I'm not asking you to actually bet anything. I'm just saying, if you're wrong, you'll regret it.
Well, we continue on our merry way, going south. Possibly south by southeast.
As you continue to do so, you come across a small
Piano.
bump in the
Why would
dirt.
there be a piano in the woods? A small what?
Bump in the ground.
It's gonna be a grave again, and I'm gonna feel bad. But I'm curious.
Hold it. If it's a corpse, can't you just smell the dead?
Touche. Can I smell the ground, Colby?
Without getting dirt in your nose,
Make a survival
preferably.
check.
Oof. What is survival?
Wisdom.
Double oof. 4.
A total
It
of
smells
4.
like dirt. Yes.
Yep.
It smells like dirt.
Smells like dirt.
I'm gonna try once. I'm gonna try once more. 13. $13 in total.
So, there is something buried there.
Ed?
He's asking if it's dead.
Yep.
Okay, we'll leave it alone because I still feel bad about digging up the last person's grave. And still, why the hell are people being buried on the side of the road in this freaking country? What is wrong with having a cemetery?
Well, let's see. We're
You
out
may
in the middle of wilderness.
not to
And
mention, we don't know if they're trying to. Not to mention, sometimes cemeteries in remote places are good breeding grounds for zombies. They could be trying to avoid necromancy.
You know what? I'm going to put together a small cross and put it in the ground right in front of this dead guy. Do I need to roll anything for that?
Hopefully, it's not heresy.
for
I'm going to build a small little grave marker for the dude. Just a couple of sticks and a cross.
go ahead.
Oh, now I get a nat 20. That's the best looking shrine anybody's ever made out of 2 sticks and a piece of twine.
What does it look like, Colby, then?
The grave marker.
Yes.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh, that one I've got. Even if I roll another nat 20. I'm liking these dice tonight.
So you're able to make a decent grave marker with the stakes that you had found.
2 sticks and a piece of twine. Oh. I feel like that marker is going to last for generations because of the 2 nat 20s that went into making it.
Colby, what does it look like?
The wooden cross that he had built,
Mm-hmm.
fairly decent.
For whatever reason, I actually have a +6 to religion. It's a bit late, but maybe we could get them a proper funeral.
I have a +7 in history, but nothing in religion. And I only get that +7 to history if I'm using thieves' tools.
I don't even know what their name is, so
We'll call them John Doe.
we're trying to lay the dead to rest, not insult them.
He smells like he hunted deer.
How do you know what? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I'm not going to ask that question.
Trust me, deer's bowels have a very certain smell. I've perforated one too many of them.
Is that why I keep on seeing footprints leading out the door every time that I wake? Every time that I wake up to stoke the campfire, or footprints leading away from camp, anytime I get up to stoke the campfire, even though
No
you're just there
comment.
sleeping soundly.
No comment. Deer tastes good. Especially at midnight.
I can't believe this. I'm working with a werewolf and a literal half vampire. I miss the days back at the academy. They were a lot easier back then.
Don't lie, you'd miss us.
I honestly don't think I could say one way or the other.
Ouch, that's hurtful, sir.
Well, I wouldn't know because it's probably not gonna happen. Not until the end of this, and which yes, I probably would be sad.
Don't worry, we can all open a pet shop together. Just think about it. With my expertise in animals, your magic to help tame the animals, and his
Hold up. Do you think I'm a
casting
druid?
fear into the animals.
Hold it. Do you think that I'm a druid?
No.
A ranger?
There's different types of magic peoples.
Yes, there is.
You don't know a darn thing about magic, do you?
Man, the first thing I learned about magic was I got bit by a weird wolf man dude thing, and I turned into one.
I'm surrounded by idiots. I'm
And
surrounded by.
also sometimes people get sick for no reason. That's got to be magic. It can't be the fact that they don't wash their hands and haven't showered for a year. I mean, bathed.
The Academy is still trying to figure that one out. So if I can't answer one way or the other.
Oh yeah, germ theory hasn't been proven yet.
I hope you're breaking character when you said that.
Yes.
Okay. But anyways, I was saying, idiots. Idiot. I'm working with a little idiot. Please tell me you know something about magic.
Me?
Or am I surrounded by... Or am I surrounded by...
He is currently trying to say the line from Spaceballs, but cannot due to censorship reasons.
No, I was going to say surrounded by idiots. But I don't want to be rude.
Well, let's see.
At the same time, though, I saw you casting spells in the last encounter.
Oh, I know a bit of magic.
Where'd you train? Wait a second. You're one of those. You're one of those twos who didn't train. So was it by blood or by oath or pact? We call it more likely. We call it back the
Estate.
fate.
The Mauer Estate.
Mauer Estate. Oh, so he did train somewhere. Yet you don't have a spell book. So did it come from blood or by pact? Because I'm fairly certain it did not come from nature. We have a few druids living in the nearby forest, and I've seen their magic.
It came from the gods.
That would be by blood. Unless you somehow made a deal with the god, then it would be by pact. I need to know. I would very much like to know. I would like to know the strengths, because every system of magic has its own strengths and weaknesses. Of that I know. For instance, while I can do some things with my spells, I cannot directly modify them like those who get their magic by blood. And those who have pact magic often cannot do a lot with said magic. But what they do, pardon me, what they are capable of doing with their magic is often beyond anything that we can summon, at least at an early stage in our study.
What about that one guy from my village that got magical powers from praying real hard?
That would be a cleric. We have... If you want one, see a nearby temple. But actually, maybe one might be able to For all we know, there might be a couple of clerics where we're going. If it really is a temple.
Werewolf clerics.
I
Why am I just imagining a pit bull wearing a Pope outfit?
You know what? You may not be wrong.
Out of character, there is a band called Powerwolf. And all their album covers involve Catholic werewolf priests.
Okay. I'm suddenly wondering how exactly I'm breaking character here. When I say, okay, I'm also wondering how exactly a bunch of werewolf clerics would look like or function.
Oh, would they praise the god or praise the sun or god dang it, the moon? They prayed to the moon so hard that they got powers.
More like they probably pray to the god of the moon. Who would that be here, Colby?
In Innistrad, that would be Avacyn.
Wait a minute. Are we possibly heading to a temple of Avacyn? Because he alone has the power to help people all learn how to use a werewolf curse without coming to it.
Avacyn, and she is a very powerful archangel.
So perhaps
Archangel. Oh wait, that's Earth Angel.
I guess there's an idea for you to possibly use, Colby.
What is that?
Or not. At the
Werewolf
temple that we're
clerics.
going to be full clerics to this Abathos, and they're all werewolves, but their worship to this god is what allows them to, or the rituals that they do through this worship is what allows them to control themselves.
Rick?
So I'd have to cross class into cleric? No.
You need a high enough wisdom. Yeah?
Get your phone, and in the Google search, type A V A C Y
E?
N.
Oh. Oh, wow. That's really interesting. Well, whatever you want to do. You're the DM, not me.
Whoosh, fireball.
Anyways, so back to talking about clerics back to Patricia's magic crash course. All we know is that, however, that could be it. Possibly it could not be. All we know is that there's a temple here that will supposedly allow you to control your werewolf form. Of course, Bear, if all else fails, maybe we just put you behind a door with the arcane seal during the full moon. And run like heck for when it fails. As far away as we can for when it inevitably fails. Unless you also put a silver lock on there. Or silver barbs. Are we getting closer to this place anyway? Are we even closer to this place anyways? I honestly can't tell.
Oh, you're getting closer. And it's just the sun was starting to set.
Oh no. Alright, so we gotta find a place to set down for the night. Hopefully safely.
Steve Harvey voice. Show me the cannibal hut.
Somehow I don't think that's a good idea.
We'll kill them before they try anything this time.
Let's just set up
Wait,
camp.
that's just genocide. Or murder, rather.
Exactly.
Alright, we can set up camp.
I thought so. Anyway, so I guess that means long rest.
Yep. I can't seem to find
Okay.
the thing I
Cool.
need
Means I
to
get my
use.
spell slots back.
One moment. D&D.
I can barely hear you. What?
My cane? Do you have your student ID? Or campus college? Yeah. Can we borrow it?
Woods are on fire. Run!
I think Colby's talking to someone in the background.
My brothers are
As I was saying,
but since I couldn't find the thing I needed, and it is, as I said, end game getting dark.
Mhm. We're gonna end it here for
We
for
can end
today.
it here. And since there is this camp thing,
All right.
how's that?
Game over for now.
For now, we'll see you all next week when we finish up
Okay.
this current story arc.